Leo starts right.
Go Spurs, go. We're going to have all the sights and the sounds from last night's record-breaking game at the Alamo Dome. And what a game it was.
One man in critical condition this morning after being shot in the head. What police are saying about the suspect. GMSA's Alyssa Cole is live and will be joining us soon with that story.
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City, 35 degrees to start your weekend morning. Feels like January. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments. But for now, good morning. It is 6 o'clock. It is Saturday. It is January 14th. Yesterday, found myself just walking around the Riverwalk.
Was it insane?
Gorgeous. No, there's like no one out there. It's great.
Oh, well, you went earlier.
Well, no, I went later. Everyone was on the way to the Dome.
Oh.
68,000 people. The Riverwalk was wide open.
Oh my gosh, that was exciting. I watched a little bit of the game. It was weird watching it and seeing it felt like a tiny little court, and then I don't know, like a court for ants almost.
So many
and there were so many people. It literally looked like ants everywhere. But way to celebrate the Spurs.
Yeah. No, we're gonna
so
be
proud of our community. Hey, but the band is back together.
Yes.
Here we are. Sarah, and Max, man. Welcome back, Max.
Thank
Max,
you.
You took a wonderful trip there.
A
Where'd
little
you
bit.
go?
So we went to London, Israel, and Jordan.
Wow.
And it was great. The weather was fantastic. Thank goodness, knock on wood, it cooperated with us. And I come back, and it's even nicer here.
It's gorgeous, although it is cold out there to start the day. Temperatures are near freezing for all of us around San Antonio. Outside right now, clear skies, 34 degrees. Winds are from the west-northwest at about 6 miles per hour, so there's even a small wind chill out there this morning. Take a look at temperatures. 38 in Canyon Lake, below freezing in Bulverde, where it's 27. 27 at 8 in Bernie, 31 in Rio Medina, 31 Port SA, 31 in Converse, 28 in Kerrville. We'll be talking about our average last freeze coming up here in a bit, but first I want to get you through MLK weekend. Today, sunny with low humidity, 67, beautiful seasonable day. Tomorrow, a little bit more humidity out there. We'll have patchy morning fog starting off in the 40s and topping off near 74. And then Monday, even a little bit more humid, noticeably humid. We'll have some fog in the morning. It'll be windy tomorrow with gusts up to 30 miles per hour and a high temperature near 80 degrees for MLK Day. So coming up, we're going to talk about when our average last freeze is, and I'll get you through the week ahead, talk about rain chances and the like. Max, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Starting this morning off with some history in the making, giving a new meaning to Pack the Dome.
68,323 people. That's how many filled the Alamo Dome as the San Antonio Spurs broke an attendance record, the 50th anniversary celebration. And regardless of the final score of the game, the fans indulged in the celebration. I mean, just an amazing sight to see. Sarah, you said it well. It looked like a court of ants because you look around. I mean, it was filled and it was amazing. The energy, it was electric. David Robinson announcing the total number of tickets sold during the third quarter. And just for the record, about the record, the game of the previous record was 62,046 fans. They watched the Chicago Bulls play the Atlanta Hawks, Jordan's last year in the Georgia Dome, on March 27th, 1998. Obviously, we crushed that record. Can't see it being broken anytime soon. We're going to have so much more on the game, the record, and some amazing sights and sounds throughout the morning.
Incredible.
Really was, and I'm so excited. Also, big credit to not only Stephanie Cerna, but Colin Woods. They were both at the game. Very jealous. And they sent us some of those videos, and we're going to be showing them off throughout the morning.
Awesome. But we do have some late breaking news overnight to get to.
That's right. A man in the hospital this morning after being shot. Police now working to find out why he was shot and who's responsible.
GMSA reporter Alyssa Cole joining us live from downtown. Alyssa, what do we know?
Good morning, Max and Sarah. Well, police say it happened just after midnight on the 6,000 block of Ridge Creek Drive, and that's over on the city's northeast side. Now, police tell us the man was shot in the head. They say it apparently happened after he drove up to a home on that street in a truck and confronted a man in a yard. That's when police say things must have gotten heated, because not too long after, shots were fired, one of those bullets striking the man in the head. Now, of course, he was taken to BAMC in critical condition, but right now, police are trying to locate the suspect responsible for the crime. We're still waiting to learn more details, and as soon as we do, we will be sure to update them on our website at KSAT.com. Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Also new this morning, Ukrainian officials reporting a Russian missile strike on Ukraine's capital. So people in Ukraine waking up to a series of explosions heard in Kyiv. According to Kyiv's city military administration, emergency services are operating at the site of this military strike. So far, no reports of any deaths, but we're still waiting on more updates. The Ukrainian capital hasn't been attacked with missiles since New Year's night.
The U.S. Supreme Court is set to decide how far employers must go to accommodate workers' religious beliefs. It's one of the 8 new disputes the High Court's granted as it filled out the remainder of its term on Friday. It comes after a former Pennsylvania mail carrier sued the U.S. Postal Service for requiring him to work Sunday shifts. So that person resigned in 2019, saying Sundays should be dedicated to worship. Federal law requires companies to make accommodations for their workers' religious beliefs as long as it doesn't present an undue hardship.
And most open enrollment for the Affordable Care Act ends tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday, January 15th. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services says a record 16 million people have signed up since November 1st. The government says the Affordable Care Act is gaining a lot of popularity after a federal enhancement reduced the price. Most people can actually find plans that cost less than $10 every month. After open enrollment ends, Americans who lose their health care or have very low income, they can still sign up throughout the year. Now to those devastating tornadoes across the Southeast. At least 9 people killed in the aftermath of what's being reported as dozens of tornadoes.
The governors of Alabama and Georgia have both issued a state of emergency. ABC's Derek Dennis has the latest.
Entire neighborhoods devastated, homes and businesses destroyed in Selma, Alabama, when a confirmed EF2 tornado hit the historic city Thursday. Trees and utility poles snapped, buildings left mangled. Dallas County DA Michael Jackson took cover in his basement.
It got completely silent. You couldn't hear anything. And all of a sudden, the pressure in my ears, kind of like being on an airplane. I could feel it. And then I knew the tornado was up on me.
Nearly all of the casualties were in neighboring Autauga County, including 5-year-old Ethan Jeffcoat, seen in this picture smiling with his grandmother. He was killed when a tree fell on his family's car. Preliminary reports show it was an EF3 that struck there.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Never. Never.
So much damage. This will be our weekend for sure, probably part of next week also. It's going to take a while to get all of this taken care of.
In all, more than 40 tornadoes were reported across 7 states. In the security video, you can see the frightening moment an EF2 tornado hit LaGrange, Georgia, knocking down power lines, creating a light show, then flipping over this huge container.
The storm that brought these deadly tornadoes to Alabama and Georgia was bringing mudslides to California earlier in the week, and this next storm coming in will also go coast to coast.
Now the West, already hard hit this month by drenching rains, is gearing up for another round of extreme weather this weekend. Derek Dennis, ABC News, New York.
Time now just about 6:09, 34 degrees out.
Today on Texas Eats, David Elder goes to the Pearl to try some chicken parmesan, not just any chicken parm. This one is getting the spotlight due to how big it is.
I think it is a roasta, and it's on the list.
Okay.
All right, not food related. A rare duck, I do love duck.
Wait, not food related?
A rare duck spotted by a bird watcher in Wisconsin has so many people on standby waiting to capture unique photos and videos. What makes this duck so special, and what the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources is saying could be the reason for the sighting.
Very cool. All right, 34 degrees. That was a cool picture, Max. 34 degrees at 6:09. All is calm in the the Alamo City after last night's game. Of course, we're going to have more of a recap of that, and Sarah will have our weather when we come back. Well, if you're an avid bird watcher, you may want to pay attention to this story. A duck, usually found in eastern Asia, has been spotted in Wisconsin.
All right, so I know this is very special to your heart. Isn't your dad an avid bird watcher?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, so Mr. Acosta, if you're watching, this duck has become so popular that many people are on call, and they're calling it the Mandarin Duck Watch. That's right. Hordes of people in Wisconsin just waiting for this duck. The Mandarin duck, usually found in eastern Asia. And there are rare occasions like this one where the duck is spotted in Western Europe, California, and Florida. John Casper, the person who took video of the duck, he's been bird watching for years, and he never came across anything like this before.
You're an avid birder, to see something that's a brand new bird, something that is very rare to the U.S., let alone here in Wisconsin. It was a thrill.
I just want to know how it got here. So that's a lot of flyer miles.
A lot of flyer miles.
All right. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources believes that the Mandarin duck spotted is unlikely from the wild, and more likely a captive bird makes all the sense that escaped a zoo or private collection.
Speaking of escaping the zoo, did you see the Dallas zoo
Oh
yesterday?
my God, I was following it.
It's tracking. We're going to have more on that throughout the morning, but chaos in Dallas. All right, check this out. The single largest gathering of turtles on the planet.
This is cool. My screen name when I was little was Turtle 1800. All right, the new footage shows hundreds of thousands of baby giant South American river turtles hatching near the border between Brazil and Bolivia.
Why? Why was your screen name?
I liked turtles. I like turtles.
The turtles began hatching in mid-December and continued into the early part of 23. An estimated 80,000 adult female turtles gather on these local nesting beaches. They dig, they nest, they lay eggs.
So once the turtles emerge, they crawl along the sand before dispersing into the river. Conservationists say coordination between Brazil and Bolivia is important to help protect the species. I actually have a pet turtle at home, too.
Oh, what's his name?
Cool.
Or her name?
Harley.
Harley the turtle.
I don't know if it's a he or she, though.
I have a question for you guys, since we're talking about screen names.
Okay.
And all three of us are 90s kids.
Yeah.
What was your AIM name?
Oh, that's a good one.
AIM, Instant Messenger?
Oh, it was like, yeah, baby. Because
Okay.
Austin Powers.
Awesome.
So I played offensive line in 8th grade.
Okay.
And my coach called me. It was a 3-week stretch. It didn't last long.
It's like
It wasn't very good. My coach called me the Mass. So my AIM address was the Mass 92.
Awesome.
The Mass, because my last name's Massey.
Oh.
See the connection?
And like he was messy.
Yeah, and not in a good way.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
I don't think y'all are ready for mine.
What is it?
Spivulicious.
Oh, but that still plays today.
It was it. It was it. Yeah. So, all right. Send us your AIM names on KSAT Connect. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at temperatures out there this morning. It is cold. It is below freezing in Hondo, 29 degrees, 28 in Kerrville, still barely above freezing in New Braunfels and at the airport. But I do think that in the next couple of hours, we could easily see temperatures drop a degree or two. 37 in Rock Springs, 35 in Uvalde. It's 43 in Del Rio. Let's take a closer look around San Antonio. We've got 35 in Helotes, 31 in Rio Medina, 32 this morning in Seguin. Converse, good morning. It's 31 degrees, 25 in Comfort, and 28 in Kerrville. Yeah, it is entirely possible for us to see freezes in January. And in fact, our average last freeze is about February 24th here in San Antonio, with the Hill Country usually not seeing their last freeze until the end of March. By the way, our latest last freeze was on April 3rd of 1987. So again, we still are in the middle of winter, even though we've had a warm stretch of January. Don't start doing those gardening until at least the end of February. And of course, we'll let you know. All right, take a look at morning temperatures though over the next few days. Even though this morning is cold, below freezing in many places, we're not going to have below freezing temperatures for at least the next week in the morning hours. Tomorrow will be in the 40s, and then for most of next week, especially the first half, our morning lows are actually going to be in the 50s, so a lot warmer than the seasonable average of 41. Looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, west. Even though it is cold to start the day, by mid-morning, we're going to be in the 50s, and by noon, we'll be in the low 60s for the lunchtime temperatures. It's after lunch that our winds are going to be pretty breezy. We'll have winds from the south at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, 67 for the high temperature, beautiful sunshine for your Saturday. Again, those winds are going to be a factor today. We could see wind gusts of up to 15 to 20 miles per hour during the afternoon and especially into the later evening hours. All right, high temperatures in your neighborhood. It'll be 68 in Hondo, 71 in Del Rio, 69 in Pleasanton, 66 in Canyon Lake, 64 in Kerrville, and 66 in Gonzales. Let's take a look at the weather setup right now. As you can see, there's a low pressure system that's bringing some messy weather to New England, but high pressure system firmly in place over Texas. That's what's allowing the beautiful, beautiful sunny skies. California, though, once again expecting to get several inches of rain from a low pressure system, which is continuing to bring flooding rain potential to the Bay Area. A lot of rain for them, but it is ending up being a good thing and really helping out the drought situation. Back here in San Antonio, as that low pressure system approaches in from the west, our high pressure system is going to move a little bit more to the south. So air moves in a clockwise fashion around a high, so we're going to see those winds turn around to the south. Gusty winds tomorrow. Humidity will slowly be on the rise tomorrow, and you'll definitely notice the humidity by Monday morning. What does that mean for us? Well, that means some patchy fog early tomorrow morning and a steady warming trend. Tomorrow we'll be at 74 for the high after that patchy morning fog. Monday, we're going to be near 78 for the high temperature, and it is going to be a bit windy out there. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to be seeing temperatures close to 80 degrees. A front arrives on Wednesday, and we'll have a small window for rain on Wednesday itself, but right now rain chances just don't look great, guys. Maybe about 20% for an isolated shower on Wednesday. So shaping up to be a dry and warm January for us in spite of the cold start this morning.
I watered all of my plants yesterday because even though they look dead, I know they're still alive. They're just, they're just asleep right now.
And I'm glad you were able to do that yesterday. And, it's only a light freeze possibly at your house this morning.
I saw some on the top of my car. Just
you did?
Tiny bit of frost.
Oh, that's good to know. Thanks.
Thank you, Sarah. Time now, 6:19, 34 degrees out.
Today on Texas Eats, David Elder takes us one of the newest restaurants at the Pearl to try the largest chicken parmesan. Some say the largest they've ever seen. Okay.
All right, let's take a look at those lotto numbers. Pick 3, 992, Fireball 0, Daily 4, 8581, Fireball 6.
Cash 5, 5, 9, 20, 22, 28.
And here we go.
Mega Millions. We had a pot here at KSAT. I think we each won 17 cents. So
okay.
30, 43, 45, 46, 61, 14, Mega Ball 14, Mega Plier 2, and yes, someone did match all of these numbers.
Maine scored its first ever Mega Millions jackpot, and they did it on Friday the 13th. So congratulations, enjoy your billions of dollars.
So we do a little bit differently here. We do a beer batter. So we use Shiner boxed beer, and we create like a flour. We go in flour into a beer batter, back into flour. So it's a little bit like a bread press, but almost like a beer batter as well. And it's massive. It's a 16-ounce portion. It's gnarly.
That is insane.
Yeah.
That is a big piece of chicken.
Mozzarella melted on top, San Marzano tomato sauce on the bottom.
And look at the inside, just beautiful.
Yep, boom,
Here,
cheers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, baby.
That's a double fist bump. That is incredible.
So this place is in the Pearl,
Okay.
and it's right, I'm pretty sure it's in the Credit Human building.
Okay.
Or like right on Broadway, kind of like on the outside of the Pearl. But I walked by it yesterday, and this is on my list. Haven't made it there yet, but I do want the chicken parm. It's a big old challenge accepted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us know.
David did say it was absolutely fantastic. On top of it being huge, it actually tastes pretty good too.
Good to know.
Time now, 6:25, 34 degrees out.
Disneyland has plans for a new restaurant at their park in California. How the Disney animation film Princess and the Frog plays a role in the new restaurant and when it's expected to open. A new Princess and the Frog themed restaurant is coming to California's Disneyland Park later this year. Tiana's Palace will showcase peach-colored walls and fancy balconies resembling the scenes from the movie. The quick service style eatery will feature authentic New Orleans flavors and followed by a new attraction called Tiana's Bayou Adventure that's set to open in Disneyland at Disneyland Park in 2024.
Time now, 6:28, 34 degrees out. So much more to come on GMSA, but for now, we'll be right back. Good morning, welcome back, and happy weekend. It's 6:31 this morning. It is January 14th. And I got to tell you, looking outside, it actually feels like it.
It's pretty cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had all the fuzzy jacket, fuzzy pants on
You have
this
the blanket
morning.
ready?
My mother-in-law gave me like this hoodie snuggie. Have you seen those?
No.
They're
but
like
I now need
giant,
pictures.
and I wear it all around the house, especially when I let the dogs out this morning, Sarah, because it was chilly. I mentioned I had that frost on the top of my car this morning.
Yeah, and some elevated surfaces and metal surfaces may have some frost out there this morning, like your car, Sarah. It is below freezing in many places around San Antonio. Let's take a look outside with live cam. Clear skies, temperatures are chilly, 34 degrees, barely above freezing in San Antonio. But as you can see, elsewhere we are looking at freezing temperatures. Even in Port Say, Converse, it's 31 degrees, 27 in Bulverde, 30 in Bernie, 30 Rio Medina, below freezing in Kerrville and Comfort this morning, below freezing in Gonzales and Seguin. Here's what we're going to talk about in the forecast today. Beautiful sunshine and quickly warming. We will be in the 60s this afternoon, a great seasonable January day. Tomorrow, a little bit more muggy, but you won't necessarily recognize it other than just some patchy fog in the morning. It will be windy tomorrow too, with gusts up to 30 miles per hour, and we'll see temperatures topping off in the 70s. Then for Monday, the extended weekend, muggy, definitely noticeably muggy, some morning fog, and we'll even be near 80 degrees on MLK Day. So we've got a lot to talk about in the forecast, including a front early next week coming up in just a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Detectives now working to figure out who was responsible for shooting a man in the head overnight on the city's northeast side. Alyssa Cole joining us live from downtown. Alyssa, what are police saying?
Yeah, Max, it's been about 7 hours since that incident. And right now, police, they have no description of that suspect that could lead them to finding whoever shot that man. Now, they say it apparently happened after the victim drove up to a home on the 6,000 block of Ridge Creek Drive just after midnight. And that person was in a truck and they confronted a man in a yard about 12:30. That's when police say they must have, that situation must have gotten heated because not too long after, shots were fired and one of the bullets struck that man in the head. Now, he was taken to BAMC in critical condition, but right now police are trying to locate the suspect responsible for that crime. Now, as soon as we get more details from police, we'll be sure to update you in our later newscast and online. Reporting live outside of the public safety headquarters, Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Alyssa, thank you. San Antonio police are still searching for a suspect in an overnight shooting on the city's north side. This happened around 1:30 in the morning near Henderson Pass in Thousand Oaks. A 17-year-old told police he was arguing with someone just before that person pulled out a gun and shot him in the arm. The victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. So far, police have not found the suspect. And following some top stories this morning, asylum seekers are now traveling through San Antonio to get to their sponsors. With an increase in migrants seeking transportation, San Antonio is now partnering with the city of Austin to help. Migrants will need to pre-book flights out of Austin's airport before leaving San Antonio's Migrant Center. Between 40 and 120 asylum seekers are expected to be shuttled to Austin daily. The city of San Antonio says they will seek full reimbursement from the federal government for these expenses.
Owen behind bars this morning after being accused of running over two mothers and killing one of them. Penny Gomez charged in the murder of Ashley Lopez. It's an update to a story we have been following closely since Wednesday evening. San Antonio police tell us the two victims were fighting over an argument between their daughters near Angela Walk in South Picasso, just west of downtown. Records with the Bexar County Jail show Gomez was taken into custody. She's now facing charges of murder and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
The high-profile trial of an Air Force major accused of murder of his wife is set to begin next week. Andre McDonald is facing murder and tampering with evidence charges in this case. Right now, streaming on all our KSAT platforms is an in-depth look at this case. Open court, the trial of Andrew McDonald, is out now, and you can watch this special on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, or KSAT's YouTube page. Jury selection for this trial begins on Tuesday.
Well, the man behind Fiesta Spices passed away at the age of 94. So the company, Fiesta Spices, headquartered right here in San Antonio. Clifton Bollner began this business 70 years ago. The number of products under the portfolio has grown to 600 different products. Spices imported from 60 different countries. And now Bollner's children, set to continue his legacy, help bring a little taste of home to kitchens both in and around and beyond San Antonio.
Go Spurs, go! It's something we find ourselves saying every weekend, and the cheers for the silver and black could be heard throughout San Antonio overnight at the Alamo Dome, hosted a record-breaking game.
More than 68,000 people packing the Dome, a new meaning to pack the Dome. The Spurs hosting the reigning champion Warriors, celebrating the Silver and Black's 50th anniversary. It was electric, to say the least. You can actually hear the bass all the way down Culebra. And of course, some of our KSAT friends were there at the game, bringing us some of the best sights and sounds. All right, so the 68,323 fans, we want to be exact because it was a record. Well, those fans in the stands breaking the all-time record for attendance at an NBA game, even in a season where the Spurs have a bottom two record in the West. More than 68,000 people, fans, stepped up for the celebration, a true testament to our city's fandom. Of course, we're going to have more on the game and the highlights throughout the morning, but I want to talk about these videos.
Amazing. I mean, it's almost you get chills when you see that, the one of all the cell phone lights going up. Also, we have a great clip on our KSAT Instagram page of David Robinson.
Yes.
And the fan, you can even hear him, but it's incredible. It just shows like San Antonio, whether our Spurs are having a great season or a not so great season, still diehard Spurs fans.
It was amazing. You said it best in the beginning of the show. It looked like a center for ants.
It's like, this is a center for ants? It's so weird to see the Dome fully open for a basketball game. But way to go, San Antonio, and showing up for our Spurs.
Absolutely. All right, there is a lot happening in and around San Antonio today. The HEB Plus on Bandera at 1604, having a blood drive event, 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. Today, our community has a 1.5-day blood supply. Type O blood is at a only 1-day supply. Platelet and O donors, they are needed. So if you can, your walk-ins are welcome. Today's blood drive, those who can donate, you get a free blanket along with a chance to enter your name for a PlayStation 5 giveaway. You also save lives, so that's the best benefit. You can visit southtexasblood.org for any information.
Also happening today, Walmart is hosting a Wellness Day 2023 today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, these are happening at Walmart pharmacies across the country. So they're going to be having free glucose, cholesterol, BMI, and blood pressure screenings. They will also be distributing affordable shots for COVID-19, flu, tetanus, hepatitis, and HPV.
Time now just about 6:40, 34 degrees out.
Well, trouble with smartphones. Next, Nancy Alvarez shows us some ways you can make sure you use your smartphone to its full potential.
And let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. You made it to the park yesterday?
I did. It was in the shadows.
Shadows.
Chilly.
I lived my life in the shadows. No, but in the sunshine, it was gorgeous yesterday. Perfect temps. Today, starting off cold. What's the rest of the day look like? We're going to check in with Sarah in just a bit.
Calling, texting, surfing the web, even keeping track of your health is one of the many things that your smartphone is useful for.
But as Nancy Alvarez reports, there is so much more that you can do with your smartphone, including ways to wake up quicker.
What's something you'll never leave the house without?
Probably my phone.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think the one thing that I make sure that I always have is my phone first.
Definitely my phone.
I would be a couple blocks down the road and have to go back to the house to get my phone.
Your cell phone has everything on it, but are you really using your phone to its full potential? For example, if you have a hard time getting up in the morning, you can put your phone in a large glass cup next to your bed for a loud awakening. Check out the difference. And have you set up your emergency SOS on your iPhone or Android? This allows your phone to call for help and alert your emergency contacts of your location by pressing the power button 5 times. You can even retrieve deleted photos by tapping Library in your Photos section on Android and tapping Trash. Then hold your finger on the photo you want to recover and select Restore. On iPhone, tap Albums. In Photos, then scroll down to Recently Deleted. Select the photo you want to restore and select Recover.
Starting route to Wawa.
And since GPS is one of the biggest drains on your battery, you can screenshot directions to save battery, pointing you in the right direction and the best ways to use your smartphone. I'm Nancy Alvarez reporting.
All right, and if you ever worry about losing your phone while on vacation, you can set your home screen to display your contact information so your phone can be returned. And with Android, if you enable Find My Device, you will be able to Google the location of your phone and remotely lock or even erase all the content from your Google account. Guys, I know, when we heard that alarm, it was almost like troubling. I was like, oh no.
It's traumatic. I hate that sound.
Me too. That's my alarm.
Yeah, I will also be transparent. So when you click this 5 times, 911 gets called because emergency.
I think everyone's done that on accident.
I've done that with the alarm multiple times, and I've had to talk to the police. I'm like, it is not an emergency. We are fine. Oh, no. I just can't wake up to my alarm. But thank you. And at that point, talk about waking up quicker. Adrenaline rush at that point.
Then you're up.
Yeah.
Then you're up because Max is a rule follower. And that makes his adrenaline go, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, it is cold out there this morning. Temperatures are below freezing for many of us. Not unheard of this time of year. In fact, it's common to see freezes. It is 29 in Hondo, 27 in Kerrville, 32 in Carrizo Springs. Meanwhile, it's in the 40s in Del Rio, 33 in Gonzales, 33 in New Braunfels. Here in San Antonio, at the airport, it's officially 34, but look at Port SA, 31 degrees. Castroville, good morning. You're below freezing this morning as well. It's 30 in Rio Medina near Medina Lake, 31 in Converse, 32 in Seguin, 26 in Bulverde, 28 in Bernie, and 25 in Comfort. Although it's cold this morning, this is a look at morning lows in the coming days. You can see that tomorrow will be in the 40s, but above freezing. And then for most of next week, our morning lows are actually going to be in the 50s. So you won't have to worry about another freeze for at least the next 7 days. Our average last freeze in San Antonio is in the end of February. Looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, by 10 we're already going to be in the 50s, so nearly a 20-degree jump in just a few hours here because of abundant sunshine. Around noon, low 60s if you're planning on enjoying a Saturday brunch. It's going to be cool outside, so grab that table indoors, although it'll feel nice in the sun. 67 for the afternoon high temperature. Notice that winds do pick up this afternoon as well. We could occasionally see a wind gust of about 20 miles per hour from the south, so it is going to be a touch breezy if you have outdoor plans today. Speaking of outdoor plans, a gorgeous afternoon everywhere across the KSAT 12 viewing area. 66 in Gonzales, 69 in Pleasanton. It'll be 71 in Carrizo Springs, 71 in Del Rio, 68 in Uvalde, 62 in Rock Springs, and 64 in Kerrville. Let's talk a little bit about the weather setup across the nation. We've got snowfalls across the Appalachian Mountains. We've got low pressure system working its way through New England. Overhead, high pressure system. High means dry. It pushes the air down. And as you can see around this high, there's really no precipitation to speak of, including around Texas. So a beautiful sunny day for us in Texas. It's a different story out west near California, where once again, they're dealing with another one of those atmospheric rivers. A lot of Pacific moisture coming in, bringing nearly several inches of rain to parts of the Bay Area once again today, although they have needed a lot of rain, a lot of drought across California, as we know. It'll be our turn eventually, but not over the next 7 days. We're going to be pretty dry over the next 7 days. Let me walk you through the future cast, though, for the week ahead and in this weekend. Early tomorrow morning, some patchy fog may develop, 44 degrees early tomorrow morning. As that high pressure system moves a little bit to the east during the day tomorrow, we are going to see Gulf moisture increase. You'll notice it a little bit tomorrow afternoon, windy too, with gusts gusts up to 30 miles per hour. The pressure difference between that high pressure system and that low pressure system really going to funnel that air and create wind gusts of up to 30 miles per hour. 74 degrees for the high temperature tomorrow. A beautiful day in spite of that early fog in the morning hours. Then by Monday, you'll really notice the mugginess. Foggy on Monday morning, upper 50s for the low, perhaps some pockets of patchy mist and drizzle as well on Monday morning. And for Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the afternoon, we're going to be looking at a high temperature near 80. So warm and muggy on Monday, high temperature of 78. Then by Wednesday, we do see a weak cool front move through Texas. Once again, we're going to be on the tail end of the system. So the best we can do as far as rain chances go, this should say Wednesday, about 76 degrees for the high temperature, isolated shower possible for us. So in spite of the seasonable day today, we really are going to have a warm week ahead with temperatures topping off near 80 degrees Monday and Tuesday. That cool front will only cool us down by a few degrees. We'll have an isolated shower chance on Wednesday, and then mornings will be in the 40s, afternoons in the 70s as we round out the work week.
That patchy fog that we're going to see on Monday for MLK Day, we have the big march happening. Is it going to be sticking around like throughout most of the morning?
I think through the mid-morning at least.
Okay.
Give us another day or two to really refine how long that fog is going to stick around. Just be prepared that it is going to be a little muggy on the morning on Monday morning.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Time now, 6:50, 34 degrees out.
Take a look outside with TransGuide. Some cars out there this morning. That's right in front of the dome there. Much different story this morning than I'm sure it was yesterday afternoon and throughout the evening. No incidents really popping up on our end. If something happens, we will let you know about it.
All right, let's take a look at those lotto numbers. Pick 3, 992, Fireball 0, Daily 4, 8581, Fireball 6.
Cash 5, 5, 9, 20, 22, 28. And hey, there was a single ticket winner.
This was what we were waiting
Maine. For the Mega Millions, $1.3 billion, 30, 43, 45, 46, 61, Mega Ball 14, Mega Plier 2.
Welcome back. VIA giving free rides to the 36th annual MLK Day March on Monday. The free service starting at 8 a.m. and it goes to 10 a.m. at 2 different locations.
So you can catch a ride at the Freeman Coliseum on East Houston Street in Lot 1 and at St. Philip's College on Martin Luther King Drive in Lot 22. For the return service, buses will be dropping off passengers to their original pickup location from noon to 3 p.m. And Monday here on GMSA, we're going to have full team coverage of the MLK March.
And it really is amazing. I mean, each and every year we have the largest in the nation, and just hearing from all the people attending, hearing from the leaders, seeing the passion and seeing just the immense amount of people filling these streets is so powerful.
The first time since the pandemic, so it's going to be a big march.
Yeah. Time now, 6:55, 34 degrees out.
Good morning. Coming up on GMA, how President Biden and the White House are responding to the investigation into those classified documents found in his former office and Delaware home. The next steps and new questions about whether Americans should be concerned about the security of confidential files. Also coming up, the safety conclusions from the CDC and FDA about Pfizer's updated booster and what sparked an extensive review. Plus, mega billionaire buzz after months of a growing jackpot. There is a winner, the state in the spotlight this morning, and more on the mega win. It's all ahead here on GMA.
Well, before you go, just know police are searching for a suspect responsible for shooting a man in the head on the city's northeast side. It happened on the 6,000 block of Ridge Creek Drive. They say the man drove up in a truck, confronted another person in the front yard, and that's when the incident happened. That man is in critical condition at BAMC. Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Look at this beautiful sunrise ongoing right now over San Antonio. Yeah, it's cold though this morning, so if you have early Saturday morning plans, bring the heavier coat with you. It's 34 degrees in San Antonio, but below freezing in many other places, including New Braunfels, Kerrville, Hondo, and Pleasanton. As you look at the day today, it'll warm up quickly. We'll be in the 50s around 10, 60s around noon, and 67 for the afternoon high temperature. A bit breezy with gusts from the south up to 20 miles per hour this afternoon. We'll see some patchy fog early tomorrow morning and on Monday for MLK Junior Day. It'll be near 80 degrees on Monday and Tuesday. Then a front arrives Wednesday. Week one, only a small chance for rain.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for watching. We're going to take an hour-long break. See you back here, 8 o'clock.
You guys at 8.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
New this morning, police are left with little to go on after someone shot a man in the head.
Officers say when they arrived to the scene on the northeast side, they weren't able to learn much about the person who pulled the trigger. This is what we do know so far. This all took place in the 6400 block of Ridge Creek. It's a neighborhood not too far from I-35 and Loop 1604. Officers on the scene do tell us that around 12:30 this morning, a man in a truck drove up to a home. There he confronted another man in the front yard. They argued, and at some point, someone pulled out a gun and fired.
The man in the truck was shot in the head. He was taken to the hospital in serious condition. The suspect took off before police arrived. Police did not get a description.
And just an hour after that shooting, police were at another scene investigating a different shooting. This one on Henderson Pass near Thousand Oaks Drive.
Police say a 17-year-old reported that he got into an argument with someone in a parking lot of a YMCA. He says that person shot him in the arm, then ran to get help at a nearby apartment complex. He was taken to the hospital.
Meanwhile, the shooter able to escape. Police say they plan to question the teen, but at last check, no suspects in custody.
Taking a look outside with live cam. A chilly start to our Saturday morning at 35 degrees at 8:01. Sarah, this morning I even saw a tiny dusting of frost on the top of my car.
Yeah, metal elevated surfaces may have seen a little bit of frost around San Antonio today. Officially at the airport, though, we did not reach freezing. It was a different story, though. In the fringes of San Antonio, temperatures well below freezing in some parts, especially the hill country. Although, take a look outside right now. We have got total sunshine, a beautiful start to the day. Grab the jacket if you have Saturday morning errands, 35 degrees. Northwest winds at about 5 miles per hour. Here's a look at current temperatures out there. It won't stay below freezing for too long, but right now it's 26 in Kerrville, 32 in New Braunfels. Good morning in Hondo. It's 31 degrees, 43 in Del Rio, 32 in Cristo Springs, 33 in Gonzales, and 31 in Kennedy. And the extended weekend looks pretty nice. You know, today's going to be the best day of the bunch. We'll be sunny with low humidity, high temperature right around 67. A cold start tomorrow, but not nearly as cold as it was this morning, 44 degrees. Some patchy morning fog and windy tomorrow, gusts up to 30 miles per hour. 74 for the high on Sunday. Monday, MLK Junior Day, where we are going to start off with some fog in the morning. It will be muggy. It will be warm with a high temperature near 80 degrees. We've got a lot to talk about in the forecast, including our average last freeze. When do we usually see a final freeze in San Antonio? And I'll take a look at our small rain chances in the week ahead. Sarah, Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Some of the groups of asylum seekers we saw in El Paso, they're now traveling through San Antonio to get to their sponsors. With an increase in migrants seeking transportation, San Antonio is now partnering with the city of Austin to help out. So we've shown you the Migrant Resource Center here in San Antonio. Migrants will need to pre-book flights out of the Austin airport before leaving San Antonio Center. Between 40 and 120 asylum seekers are expected to be shuttled to Austin through San Antonio every day. The city of San Antonio says they will seek full reimbursement from the federal government for all these expenses. Meanwhile, the Biden administration, they are using a new online appointment system for asylum seekers already at the border. That system is the only way to find out if those migrants can get an exemption for Title 42. Others must apply before leaving their home countries.
Now to the war in Ukraine. This morning, Kyiv rocked by a series of explosions for the first time in 2 weeks. Ukrainian officials say missiles hit critical infrastructure in the capital. Meanwhile, President Volodymyr Zelensky spoke with British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak today. Sunak says the UK will provide Challenger 2 tanks and other artillery systems to support Ukraine. Historic civil rights community rattled by tornadoes, and this morning many are still assessing the damage left behind by those deadly storms. The storm system spawned tornadoes across parts of South in Selma, Alabama. Families' homes were destroyed, some losing everything. The National Weather Service says the tornado that struck Selma likely was on the ground for at least 50 miles and caused damage to 7 counties. 6 people died there. More than 30 tornadoes reportedly struck several states Thursday. Recovery efforts are also underway in Georgia and in Kentucky.
Some good news, some really good news for one individual in Maine. For the first time in Mega Millions history, a winning ticket jackpot in Maine. That's right, a single ticket matching all the winning numbers for the lottery's $1.35 billion grand prize. The winner, whose name is not yet known, overcame steep odds. These odds, 1 in 302.6 million. The jackpot, the second largest ever for a Mega Millions player. The 7th time there was a winner on, get this, Sarah, Friday the 13th.
Lucky day. A history-making night for the San Antonio Spurs. The team broke an attendance record last night when they hosted the Golden State Warriors at the Alamo Dome for their 50th anniversary celebration.
It has been months, years in the making. Fans lining up early around the Dome, a pregame fan fiesta, remembering the days where the franchise called the Alamo Dome home. Tens of thousands of Spurs fans packing the Dome for the team's first game at the Dome more than 20 years.
Phenomenal. RJ Marquez has some of the sights and sounds from the Silver and Black faithful.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
They came loud, early, and ready to celebrate history.
We grew up watching games here at the Alamo Dome, and then just to come back here and relive the moment, it's awesome.
Spurs fans of all ages reliving the glory days of the past.
Sean Elliott's shot has to be, and then the championship 99 championship gathering we had here. It was great.
For many of the Spurs fans, it was their first home game ever at the Dome.
Go Bear, go Water, Red! This will be my first time having a Spurs game in the Alamo Dome, so I'm very excited. I can't wait.
For the ramparts we watched.
And for others, another chance to watch the Spurs at the place they called home for a decade.
To live long enough to see this happen, 50 years, and it's amazing how 50 years go by like that.
And to make new memories with thousands of fans, friends, and family.
So I have every memory. My dad right here, he took me to every Spurs game.
One in a lifetime experience, so I'm very excited. I never witnessed it, so tonight is the night I witnessed it, so I'm very excited about that.
RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
And of course, the Admiral, former Spur, David Robinson, announcing the total number of tickets sold during the third quarter. You could barely hear him because of all the excitement. That number coming in at 68,323. Unfortunately, the Spurs did fall to the Warriors. We're going to have all the highlights from the game in just a few minutes.
New this morning, volunteers are heading to Mitchell Lake Audubon Center to clean up the wildlife area. Alyssa Cole is joining us live from the 1,200-acre habitat. Alyssa, how's it looking out there?
Yes, Sarah, things are looking bright and sunny here at Mitchell Lake Audubon Center. This massive site is home to butterflies, birds, and all the critters in between. They call this home for those environmental resources. But right now, joining me is the center director, Sarah Beasley, and she's going to tell us exactly why we're here today.
Thank you so much. Yes, today we're celebrating Dream Week with our second Saturday Habitat Cleanup Day. So we're here with several groups, including Boy Scouts and Lake Flato architects and other members of the community to help clean up our site.
Perfect. And if you just want to discuss why it's so important to maintain the integrity of this environmental site.
Absolutely. Mitchell Lake is a critical stopover along the Central Flyway. So just like people have highways, birds have flyways. And so we get over 340 species of bird that stop over throughout the year. And so cleaning up all the invasive species, making sure the habitat is what they need, that's what we're doing here today.
Perfect. And I understand this effort is starting right now. It's tons of volunteers here right now, but you have a message for people watching this interview right now. If they want to come out and join, what should they keep in mind?
Absolutely. Come on out and bring your gloves. We have this event. If you aren't able to make it today, every second Saturday of the month, we have garden and habitat cleanup. And we also need volunteers throughout the year to help us with that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sarah, for talking to me this morning. I'll let you go ahead and lead the group here. And you all heard it. This effort will be going on until 11 o'clock this morning. If you can, bring those gloves because we'll be out here across this 1,200-acre property making this house a home for those critters, butterflies and birds and all the animals in between. Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Alyssa. Yeah, need those gloves because it's cold out there, 35 degrees.
Stay warm out there, Alyssa.
All right, time now, 8:09.
All right, if you are looking for brunch ideas, Texas Eats has you covered. Look at the spots they're highlighting in today's show.
Brunch, most important meal of the day. All right, look at that. Starting the day off with some slams. Now, it was an amazing sight last night at the Dome, a new meaning to pack the Dome. No matter how the game ended, it was electric to say the least. We are going to have full highlights in just a bit. Good morning and welcome back. Happy weekend. If you made it out yesterday, it was gorgeous out there.
It was beautiful. I went to the park the evening yesterday.
Yeah. Evening? What constitutes evening?
Well, for me, anytime after like 3 p.m.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
From 3 p.m.
That's not too far off.
To like 5 p.m. But in the shadows, it was chilly. And this morning, you really feel it being chilly out there, Sarah.
I needed the coat this morning, and I think a lot of people will need a heavier jacket if you have early Saturday morning plans. But by mid-morning, it's going to be in the 50s. By midday, it'll be in the 60s for sure. So outside right now, still below freezing in Hondo, 31 degrees, 26 in Kerrville. Good morning in New Braunfels. It's 32 degrees. Pleasanton, you're at 32 as well. It's still in the 40s, though, in Del Rio, so nice and cool this morning in Del Rio, but not at the risk of the freeze. 35 degrees at the airport in San Antonio, but as we zoom in, you can see Port SA on the west side, Converse on the east side, all at or slightly below freezing. 31 in Seguin, 30 in Bernie, and 26 in Kerrville. Now, our average last freeze this time of year is February 24th, so we still got a long time before we start to see freezes go out of the forecast entirely. Up in the hill country, the average last freeze is late March. Now, on record, San Antonio's latest freeze is April 3rd. Why do I say that? Well, the next couple of mornings are going to be well above freezing. We're expecting to see temperatures in the 40s tomorrow morning and even in the 50s for most of the upcoming week. So while we don't have to worry about a freeze for this week, just keep in mind that our average last freeze is by the end of February. So hold off on all of that gardening and planting. In your KSAT 12-hour forecast, by noon, we're going to be at 60 degrees. So quick warm up will be some 25 degrees warmer than where we're at right now, just by noon. And in the afternoon, mid 60s right around 2 o'clock. You'll also notice that the winds are going to pick up later this afternoon. We'll have sustained winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour, 67 for the high. And in the evening, we're going to be looking at temperatures falling into the 40s by 10 o'clock. That's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. But again, keep in mind that those winds could be gusty later on this afternoon, gusting up to about 20 miles per hour. In your neighborhood, the high temperature will be 71 in Del Rio, 64 in Kerrville, 66 in Canyon Lake, 69 in Pleasanton, 73 in Cotulla, 69 in Beeville, 66 in Gonzales, and 68 in Uvalde. It's quiet across Texas right now because we've got this high pressure system in place, pushing down on the air, preventing any kind of precipitation from developing in a major way. That's why it's beautiful and sunny outside right now with low humidity. However, off in California, there's another atmospheric river bringing lots of rain to the Bay Area across California. Now, this low pressure system is expected to move eastward. We're not going to see any rain from it, but we will be seeing a pretty stark pressure difference. What does that mean? Well, the pressure difference means that winds are going to flow from that high pressure system to that low pressure system. So we're going to have our winds be pretty breezy tomorrow for your Sunday. Now, we'll start off with relatively calm wind conditions, but by the afternoon, we'll have gusts up to about 30 miles per hour. Those south winds are also going to bring in Gulf of Mexico humidity, so much so that by Monday morning, the morning of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we are going to have some fog in the morning hours. But right when the parade is going on, it's possible there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast for you. Again, 78 for the high temperature on that Monday. And then by Tuesday, we'll be looking at highs near 80 degrees as well. A weak front moves through Wednesday for us. That'll drop our temperatures down into the 40s for the morning on Thursday and Friday, afternoons into the 70s, but that is still warmer than average. Coming up, we're going to take a look at our warmest Januaries on record and see how this month stacks up so far to our record. Records go all the way back to 1886.
And then I saw you had patchy fog on there for Monday morning for the MLK March.
For the march, it does look like we are going to have some fog during that time.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah. 8:17, 35 degrees out.
A new cocktail is sweeping TikTok, and its creator is no stranger to the spotlight. We'll tell you about what Tom Hanks has to say about Diet Coke and
Champagne.
Champagne.
All right. And here's the thing. If you didn't see it last night, it was amazing. More than 68,000 people packing the dome. But what happened after tip-off? We're going to have all the highlights from the 50th anniversary celebration from the Alamodome.
All right, let's take a look at our lotto numbers. Pick 3, 992, Fireball 0, Daily 4, 0581, Fireball 6.
All right, Cash 5, 5, 9, 20, 22, 28. But here's the big number we wanted to talk about this morning, the Mega Millions. Here are the numbers: 30, 43, 45, 46, 61. Big number 14, Megaplier 2. The one winner of all the $1.35 billion, Maine.
Maine.
So, congratulations. But you could still win like $1 million here and there. That's why we're reading the numbers to you. Did you win $1 million?
No, I won 17 cents. Thank you for reminding me.
Go Spurs, go. More than 68,000 screaming fans packing the dome, helping the Spurs celebrate the 50th anniversary, hosting the champs, the Golden State Warriors. The same Spurs, though, off to a slow start. Missing their first 6 shots, they go down by 13. Finally, though, Romeo Langford gets hot. That right there was Doug McDermott from deep. And here we go. We're starting to catch the rhythm, moving in and out. Solid defense, but could only do so much. Draymond found the bucket early, and it was a tough night. I do love the Spurs. Fiesta colors, they're fantastic. But Steph Curry was in attendance, and the Spurs doing what they can. Josh Richardson, Romeo Langford, and there we go, Josh from the corner. That is in just to beat the buzzer. The Warriors would go to 14. I mean, they'd go up by a lot. So let's go to the second half. There we go. So we're starting to move. All right, here we go. Jeremy Sohan, one of the rooks, nicest hair on the team, objectively, looking good, hitting the 3 from deep. Spurs doing what they can. Look at this. Intercepted the pass, and then with the slam, the up and under midair. Not many people can do that, but at the end of the day, the Warriors just throwing points on points on points, and they would go on to win big, 144 to 113. Now, Trey Jones did what he could, so did Keldon, but at the end of the day, it was the 50th anniversary with a lot of electricity, a lot of fun, but a loss. That could be in part of the grand plan. We'll see. Next up, though, Kings, Spurs, Sunday, at home, different home, AT&T Center. So it was funny to talk to people and see people on social media who they said, no matter what the score was, no matter how much the Spurs were down by, the fans in the stands, they were so electric.
No matter if you even couldn't see the court.
Right. It was so much fun. The music, just seeing and hearing some of the anecdotes from the people in the stands, especially the higher up stands, they were just having a party.
Yeah, it was a San Antonio party, and that's what San Antonio does best, is we party and love the Spurs.
Yeah, go Spurs, go. 8:23, 36 degrees out.
A new cocktail recipe. It's simple, yet mystifying. 2 ingredients, Diet Coke and champagne. That's now trending on TikTok, courtesy of Tom Hanks. Iconic actor and filmmaker Tom Hanks is introducing a cocktail that he says was born during a moment of celebration over the holidays. And I'm going to let Max Massey say what this is called.
Okay, so this creation is called Diet Cocaine. It is not the illicit drug. It is a simple combination of Diet Coke and champagne. That's where you get the name. He says he discovered it after he decided to add a shot of champagne to his Diet Coke, and he says it is delicious.
Now it is beginning to trend across the internet, with TikTok users posting videos of themselves trying the drink in different settings. If you want to make a Diet Cocaine yourself at home, just combine 2/3 of Diet Coke of your choosing and then add a shot of champagne.
Are you going to do it?
It can't be bad, but why would you waste champagne like that? I don't know. I'm not a mimosa girl. I just want straight champagne.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick to tequila. All right, Texas Eats coming up at 10 o'clock this morning.
Today, David Elder takes us to Austin for some exceptional brunch bites.
So it's stuffed full of smoked cheddar cheese, scrambled eggs. The outside of it is a red corn tortilla and gluten-free panko. Everything that goes into our deep fryers here is gluten-free.
Oh, nice.
So it's got that crispy golden crust around it. The ranchero sauce is our version, and we drizzle with some fresh creme fraiche and cotija cheese and cilantro.
All right, the chili relleno out here at Phoebe's. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
That's the bite. Oh, come on. Woo.
I'm in.
Yeah, that looked good.
That does.
That looked good.
My one request for David Elder, just bring us a sample.
It's a little sample.
That's it.
It's an awful tease.
Simple people, simple pleasures. Time now, 8:29, 37 degrees out.
All right, we're learning about another troubling sign of climate change, why ocean temperatures have some scientists concerned.
And 3 years into this pandemic, a lot of people have stopped wearing masks in public or in private. Now, that could change after a new recommendation from the WHO. We're going to explain. Welcome back. We're starting off with the latest in the aftermath of those deadly tornadoes that tore through the southeast.
That's right. At least 9 people were killed, and the search is on for many more who have not been found at this time. Danielle Breezy from our Nashville's WKRN has the latest.
This morning, an urgent search for survivors after a deadly tornado outbreak across 7 states leaves at least 9 dead. Neighborhoods wiped out, homes and businesses destroyed, debris scattered everywhere, lives lost. In Georgia, 5-year-old Egan Jeffcoat killed when a tree fell on the family car. Another passenger was crushed and rushed to the hospital. And a suspected tornado blamed for killing at least 7 people in Alabama's rural Autauga County. Julia Jackson knew one of the victims.
It just took him out of his trailer and just, like a rag doll, just spin him around and threw him down. All you can do is just cry. It hurts so bad to see my community like this.
Cleanup now underway across the battered region.
We don't have anything. Everything we had is gone.
People now picking up the pieces.
Just basically going through stuff to see what we can find that's salvageable, and I don't really know from there what we're going to do.
In historic Selma, Alabama, entire neighborhoods left in ruin after a confirmed EF2 tornado struck the city with winds up to 130 miles per hour.
It's bad. It's really bad.
The storm wreaking havoc on the city's downtown, collapsing buildings, uprooting trees, and bringing down power lines.
This is going to be long term. This is not a short term fix right here. How long they're going to take, I have no idea.
Well, back here at home, taking a live look out at the Alamo City, 37 degrees. We saw a lot of blue skies and some great temps yesterday. Sarah, how are the pollens looking?
Well, mountain cedar season is in full effect right now. Mountain cedar is actually down a little bit from yesterday, but the cedar is still high in the air at 3,410 pollen grains per cubic meter of air. So still considered high. By the way, on KSAT.com in our pollen section, we've got a way for you to track the cedar season too. So make sure to look for that if you are interested in it. Molds are present. They are low. So that's good news if you're allergic to mold. Molds are low, but the cedar is still high. Outside right now, beautiful blue skies. We're at 35 degrees, but temperatures are currently rising as we speak. It's still below freezing in Bernie, but barely so. 32, 29 in Bandera, 32 in New Braunfels, 32 in Seguin, and in Converse, it's 31 in Hondo. Here's what we're looking forward to this weekend. Today, sunshine quickly warming and in the 60s. In my mind, today's going to be the best day of the weekend, but all weekend long should be okay. It's just that tomorrow morning we are going to have some patchy fog. It will be windy tomorrow too, with gusts up to 30 miles per hour, and temperatures will top off in the 70s. By MLK Jr. Day, it is going to be muggy. We will have morning fog and even warmer, near 80 degrees in the afternoon. Coming up, we're going to take a look at this January so far, how warm it's been and how it compares to years past. We're also, of course, going to take a look at a cold front arriving this week and whether or not it'll bring us any much needed rain. Sarah, Max.
Thank you, Sarah. There are new coronavirus guidelines from the World Health Organization. The WHO, they're recommending more masking. The agency is urging everyone to mask up if they've been exposed to COVID, if they're at high risk for the virus, or if they're in a crowded, poorly ventilated space. The WHO also issuing new guidelines about isolation, recommending that symptomatic patients test negative on an antigen-based rapid test before leaving isolation. Those who test positive but have no symptoms, they are still encouraged to isolate for at least 5 full days. Well, the United States is projected to reach our debt limit by next Thursday. The Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, warning that extraordinary measures will be needed to avoid a default in our country. Now, right now, they're calling on Congress to act, raise the debt ceiling. CNN's Gloria Pazmino has a look at the impact that this could have on millions of Americans.
The clock is now ticking down to what economists say could be financial Armageddon.
Good afternoon.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen issuing a warning to Congress, saying the U.S. government will hit its debt limit next Thursday. She's urging lawmakers to act very soon to either suspend or raise the debt limit.
A breach of the debt limit would be catastrophic to the financial system and the economy.
Economist Mark Sandy warning this could lead to chaos in the financial markets. The debt limit is the total amount of money the U.S. government is allowed to legally borrow to pay for its existing obligations, including Social Security and Medicare payments, military salaries, interest on the national debt, tax refunds, and payments to federal workers.
If I was a postal worker, if I was a federal employee that's going to see my pension, put on hold for at least the foreseeable future, I'd be really angry.
If there's no action from Congress, Yellen says extraordinary measures will have to be implemented to limit the impact and buy them some time. That means the federal government would need to shift money around to keep paying interest on treasuries, including delaying several other payments that millions of Americans count on. The debt ceiling debate setting up one of the first major battles on Capitol Hill after Republicans took control of the House. On Friday, the White House said it will not offer any concessions or negotiate on raising the debt ceiling.
It's not and should not be a political football.
I'm Gloria Pazmino reporting.
Well, new study shows ocean temperatures hit their highest levels on record for the 4th year straight last year. The study was published Wednesday in the journal Advances in Atmospheric Sciences. It found the 5 hottest years for the world's oceans all happened in the past 6 years, and oceans are warming at a faster rate. The researchers have examined temperatures from the ocean surface to about 6,500 feet deep, going back to the 1950s. Oceans are a good indicator of the impact of climate change because they are less affected by seasonal changes and day-to-day weather cycles than air temperatures. They also absorb most of the world's heat.
Time now, 8:39, 37 degrees out.
Researchers working right here in San Antonio are testing out a new treatment, and it could help people with different types of cancer. Why doctors feel optimistic so far.
Happening right now, dozens of volunteers at the lake on the south side participating in a special effort to clean the wildlife site.
Alyssa Cole joining us live. Good morning, Alyssa. So what exactly are people clearing out today?
Good morning, Max and Sarah. Well, they're clearing out those invasive species, those invasive plants, and replacing them with native plants. Take a look at this 1,200-acre site. The volunteers are all participating in this huge effort to maintain the integrity of this environmental habitat area. Now, part of the reason why they have to clear out those invasive plants and species is because the butterflies and the birds that migrate through this area throughout the year, they depend on those native plants to reproduce and, of course, to feed themselves as they travel throughout this beautiful area. They're calling on volunteers to come on down. You have until 11 o'clock to participate in this event. They're asking people to bring gloves like this one, those hardy gloves that you use for your gardens at home. And keep in mind, you'll be using tools like this to get rid of those invasive species, these clippers here, and they have some bigger ones as well. Some of the groups have already dispersed throughout the area, and we got a chance to talk to them. You'll hear from them in our later newscast, but you have until 11 o'clock to come down to the Mitchell Lake Audubon Center to be a part of this volunteer effort. Alyssa Cole, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you so much, Alyssa. You know, one way I can tell that she's lived up north, she has gloves.
She has gloves.
She has gloves.
And she remembers to bring them.
That's a big one.
You show up to work and you're like, oh, I forgot my gloves.
Absolutely. You know, yeah, it is cold out there right now, as you can see, but temperatures are quickly warming up even right now as we speak. We did get close to freezing around San Antonio early this morning, but when we look at this month, it is actually currently the warmest January on record so far for us in San Antonio. Records go back to 1886. We'll have to wait and see how the rest of the month goes, but all signs are pointing to at least warmer than average temperatures for the rest of the month. Notice that this top spot of the warmest January on record 100 years ago in 1923. The average temperature so far this month has been 62.5 degrees. That's about 10 degrees above the normal average temperature for January. All right, it is cold out there this morning. Bundle up if you have early Saturday morning plans. 38 in Pleasanton, 43 in Del Rio, 32 in New Braunfels, 30 in Kerrville, 35 in San Antonio, and 40 in Cotulla. Speaking of San Antonio, let's get a little closer. At the airport, it is above freezing, but it's still below freezing. Port SA on the west side, 31 in Hondo, 26 in Comfort, 32 in Seguin, and in New Braunfels. In your KSAT 12-hour forecast, a sunny Saturday for us. Beautiful outside. Even by 9, we're going to be some 5 to 10 degrees above where we're at right now, just in the next 15 minutes or so. 52 at 10, right around noon, 60 degrees. We'll be in the afternoon, we'll be in the low to mid 60s, and in the afternoon for the high temperature, 67 degrees. That's still warmer than seasonably average. It will cool down pretty quickly this evening with temperatures in the 40s by 9 p.m. The average high temperature this time of year is 63, so we're still going to be seeing temperatures warmer than that. 67 for the high in San Antonio, 68 in Hondo, 74 in Devine, 68 in Bandera, 68 in Nixon, Uvalde. Good morning. You'll be at 71 degrees this afternoon. And it's going to be a bit breezy too. Sustained winds 10 to 15 and occasional gusts up to 20 miles per hour. So if you have outdoor plans, know that you might have to compete with the wind a little bit. Quiet all across south central Texas. Quiet across Texas. There are some cirrus clouds moving in though from the west. High pressure system keeping things quiet here in San Antonio, but another atmospheric river ongoing around California right now. Look at all of this precipitation for the Bay Area, bringing in rich, deep Pacific moisture. Unfortunately, we're not going to see any benefits from this system, but at least California is getting some good rain to help with that drought there. A lot of our produce comes from California, so that's some good news there. As we look at, again, your weather setup, as this low pressure system moves east, we're going to increase the pressure gradient, the difference between the high pressure system and low pressure system. So tomorrow we're going to be pretty windy, but in the morning winds will be generally calm. So we'll have some fog develop, 44 degrees early tomorrow morning, but it will be windy tomorrow with that Gulf moisture streaming in the afternoon. Gusts up to 30 miles per hour, high temperature of 74. Then by the morning of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, we expect some fog early in the morning. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s as we start off Monday, and in the afternoon temperatures will warm to near about 80 degrees. Then a front moves through on Wednesday, and unfortunately, this is not going to be bringing us much, if any, rain, perhaps only a small chance for an isolated shower on Wednesday. Most of that rainfall will be up across parts of North Texas. It does cool us down slightly, especially in the mornings, with mornings in the 40s, afternoons in the low 70s. But all in all, again, remember how I said this is the warmest January on record so far for us? This upcoming week is going to add on to that. It's going to continue to be pretty warm, at least according to January standards.
I wish we just got a tiny bit of rain that Northern California or California's experiencing. If we could just get like a little bit of that.
I know, but the fact that they are seeing these atmospheric rivers one after the other hints to a change potentially to El Nino by the end of the year, which would be good for us rain-wise.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. 8:48, 39 degrees out.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. New research being conducted right here in the Alamo City. It's bringing hope to so many people battling so many different forms of cancer.
So that research taking place at the START Center for Cancer Care, our Jonathan Cotto spoke with the principal investigator for the study, who says their research teams are hopeful to have a drug that is tolerable, manageable, and effective.
Over time, scientists have discovered several mutations and abnormalities in tumors which make them grow.
And the challenge has been to find so-called targeted drugs to try and stop these mutations and essentially treat the tumors.
Dr. Papadopoulos is the principal investigator for the adagrasib study at START Center.
The study we have been involved with essentially was testing one of these drugs in patients with a mutation called KRAS, which is very common in a variety of tumors.
He says there has been very encouraging data that shows Krazati, the new drug, is also effective in treating colon cancer.
Our part was essentially participating and developing the drug to the stage where it could then move on and be available to a whole host of patients outside of the clinical trial.
The trials have involved several hundred patients with different malignancies across several countries.
The advance has been to show that these drugs are effective in these patients with this variant of KRAS.
KRAS G12C is an oncogenic driver mutation in different types of cancers. Historically, researchers have not been able to find a way to stop the rapid cell growth. But this study drug has at least one patient hopeful.
So we started it and kind of talked through it, worked through it for the first 6 months, and then we were like, hey, it's working really good. So here we are a little over a year and a half, and it's still working.
Howard's journey with cancer began in 2020. He has metastatic colorectal cancer with the KRAS G12C mutation.
I'm happy to be a guinea pig for this so that other people won't have to go through the, tough trials and tribulations that I've done to get to this point where we can just say, here's a pill versus doing chemo.
Some patients have the opportunity to access study drugs well before they are approved in clinical trials. Something Dr. Papadopoulos says it's a way patients can get the help they need who otherwise have run out of options.
We're certainly becoming more efficient, and that's the hope, that we can get these drugs with the FDA's guidance approved and available to patients as soon as possible.
Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
A leopard missing for hours at the Dallas Zoo now found. So zoo officials say they found a hole that was cut in the small cat's habitat, but it's not clear who cut that hole. The zoo shut down as crews searched through 100 acres.
All right, so they eventually found the leopard near its habitat. It weighed 20 to 25 pounds. It wasn't hurt. Police are now reviewing surveillance footage on an attempt to identify any suspects. We've been tracking this the last 24 hours. And it was almost startling to hear from the police, who said it was an intentionally cut hole in this exhibit.
He was actually found on location at the zoo. Little guy just went for a little adventure.
Yeah.
I see a children's book in the making.
Oh my goodness. Time now, 8:57, 39 degrees out.
A mother loses her limbs after giving birth. Now the South Texas community is coming together to help her. How you can take part, we have those details in the next hour.